in
Woo! We have a lot of dancing going on. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. How is everyone this morning? Woo-hoo! All right. Roy Martin, thank you. Do you see Roy back here? Yeah. Uncle Roy. Thank you so much for your music this morning, Roy. Always a pleasure to drive up and hear you singing. Thank you. So right now, I just invite you to breathe with me. Just relax. Get into this present moment space right here, right now. Here we are all together. Breathe a mindful breath and just relax. This is a beautiful, beautiful day outside this morning. Feel the presence of love within you right now. Just feel your heart warming your body. You see a tingling, glowing light expanding and growing bigger within you. We join together this morning as CSL and we merge our lights as one light. We expand our love as one love, and we focus joy and peace upon ourselves and each other and the whole world as we speak our purpose statement together from this space of harmony right now. So in your program is our purpose statement. Here we go. As an intentional spiritual community, the purpose of CSL is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that we are all unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody the truth of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday life. Through the exploration of new thought, ageless wisdom, and the energy of unconditioned love, we are dedicated to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence in the world.
Be still, my soul, be still and
And in this quiet place, in this place of stillness, where we are centered in that heart space, centered in the divine, that holy life, I recognize that this is the sanctuary of the Most High, and that there is only one life, one divine, beautiful life, permeating all, creating all, being all. It is the infinite intelligence that creates and sustains all that is, the one power and the one presence. And as this is all there is, I am delighted to realize that I am a part of this, that this is my birthright. And as I know this for myself, I know this for each and every one here, for we are created in that spiritual image and likeness of the divine. And we are the one power and of the one presence and of the one life. And in this life, we are united totally with each other. And in this, I claim for each of us that as we take each breath, we are renewed, open, and receptive to the allness of life, knowing that we are co-creators with the divine. We use our powers wisely, intelligently, with love, with compassion. We listen to that still small voice within and are grateful for the guidance that is provided. For in this guidance, we receive the insight, the wisdom that guides everything we say and do. With open hearts, we welcome new activities, new opportunities that are before us, and we are open with anticipation, excitement, and awe. We surrender to the highest of possibilities, knowing that there are multiple opportunities to live the life that the divine has in store for us. Lives of joy, abundance, beauty, healing, and all good things. And in this space, I bless the prayers in the prayer chest and the prayers in the secret recesses of your heart, knowing that they are surrounded and being enfolded in the divine, and that a divine healing is occurring right now. And I accept that wholeness and perfection that is being revealed, that is being guided and directed by that presence to the highest and best outcome for each and every prayer. I know that this service is blessed by all the participants, that this is a divine idea in the mind of God, and that divine light shines forth through each volunteer, each staff member, and each person here today. And we are all uplifted and renewed by this divine love that shines so brightly, illuminating our bright and glorious tree. So very grateful for the blessings of Spirit and the truth of our being, knowing that we are fully enfolded in the divinity. And this is our truth. I release these words into the law that always says yes, knowing that all is perfect and all is coming into glorious fruition. As together we join together and declare, and so it is.
Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul.
Hello. I would like to remind you of the prayer chest just behind the sign. If there is something weighing you down, something that is keeping you from enjoying this wonderful life, please put your request in the prayer chest and leave your worries with us, and the practitioner will do affirmative prayer all week on your behalf. It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. J.K. Rowling. And from Ernest Holmes, one of the great difficulties in this new order of thought is that we are likely to indulge in too much theory and too little practice.
Gee, I recognize myself in that. All right, so today we're going to take just a little break from surrender to get into welcoming new members and appreciating our volunteers. Let's see. That doesn't mean I'm not going to talk just a little bit, though. But what I would like to share with you is I have this book, and it's called Creating the Beloved Community. And this book is by Jim Lockard, and he is a minister, and we have actually watched one or two of his videos in the past, kind of a while ago. And I always liked him and what he had to say, and then I saw it's been quite a few years, I saw this book come out, and I was real interested in it and read through it. And it just came to me when I was thinking about welcoming new members and then talking about volunteers and such. I got this book back out, and he talks about, it's all about creating a beloved community. And so I would love to share some of his words with you, since that's what we're talking about, is our community of CSL here today. So let me see, I'm going to start. I was right where I was starting. Okay, so chapter 1, the beloved community. He says, the beloved community is a collection of individuals who are learning how to love themselves, one another, and the universe. Regardless what name we give this idea, it is the same thing. The creation of the experience of belonging and experiencing the wonders of who we are individually and collectively. It is a place where purpose and passion meet, where we practice being the person we desire to be and support others in that effort. It is where our faith in spiritual principles is realized as true compassion and service. The beloved community is a strong attractor to those who seek spiritual realization. It is not a place of struggle, but of continual progress toward a vision. That progress may have its ups and downs, but there is a sense of forward motion and of being involved in something vital. The beloved community can be seen in several contexts. One is the universal sense of human community. That is referred to by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. when he said, "The end is reconciliation. The end is redemption. The end is the creation of the beloved community." It is this type of spirit and this type of love that can transform opponents into friends. It is this type of understanding, goodwill, that will transform the deep gloom of the old age into the exuberant gladness of the new age. It is this love which will bring about miracles in the hearts of men. Anyone interested in that kind of a beloved community? The great theologian Howard Thurman saw the beloved community as a coming together of all people, races, genders, and beliefs into one universal humanity. This is the beloved community in the universal sense. This universal sense of the beloved community can be thought of as an overarching goal, that of peace and harmony for all. He says another level of the beloved community is at the local spiritual community. This idea arises from the recognition that the consciousness of universal humanity is the result of the consciousness of many local communities. To contribute to a larger collective consciousness of the beloved community, the local spiritual community must focus on the development of spiritual awareness and more expanded consciousness of its members. In other words, it must be as healthy as possible and continually work toward getting healthier. It must act in ways to help its members realize their own loving and compassionate natures more fully, and to help them express those natures in the world beyond the actual walls of the local spiritual community. And it must recognize our humanness as well, our tendency to fail along the pathway of learning. This is how the culture of the local spiritual community must manifest to be an authentic contributor to the universal beloved community. He says most spiritual communities are based upon the function of sharing a religious philosophy of life, which here we teach new thought, ageless wisdom, some science of mind, unity, all kinds of new thought. People gather in community to learn the teachings and how to express them in their lives. In this way, the spiritual community is like an incubator, a place of safety and support for the kind of inner exploration needed to gain self-awareness and develop compassion. It is also very often a base of operations for outreach to the larger community and the world, to be of service to those in need and to influence people for the better. Finding and nurturing the compassionate heart and living from that loving center is the ultimate goal of spiritual community. There are many individuals who live from a compassionate heart. Some are part of a spiritual community and some are not. The beloved community is about those who seek to share with others the journey to the realization and the actualization of the compassionate heart. Compassion as the highest form of human expression, is always a part of the vision of a truly spiritual community. And I'm going to read a little bit more about him, from his book in just a minute. So today we are welcoming some new members. Let's see how many papers I have here. 1, 2, and I'm going to call these people up. 3, 4, 5. Let's see if my paper. Oh, I was right. 7. Yes. So today we welcome 7 new members joining our beloved community called CSL. We are here to witness the important step in their spiritual journey as we all join together to create compassionate hearts that are open to the world by creating a safe and welcome space for authentic spiritual growth. So again, I would like to read to you our purpose statement. Okay? Just sit back and relax and see how this feels to you. This is the purpose of CSL. As an intentional spiritual community, the purpose of CSL is to be a living environment. Okay? That's a really important word. We're alive right now. It's a living environment. It's active with life. Okay? A living environment for individuals to realize that we are all unique emanations of God, not just people who go here, right? Not just this religion, not just that religion. We are all unique emanations of God. The love intelligence governing the universe is another way to say God. The love intelligence which governs the universe. We embody, okay? We identify with our oneness with God. And we consciously practice this truth in our everyday life. Through the exploration of new thought, ageless wisdom, and the energy of unconditioned love, which is the energy of the kingdom of God, that kingdom of heaven, that higher vibrational energy. We are dedicated to individual transformation. By practicing all of those, we dedicate ourselves to transform individually and to being a beneficial presence in the world. So, in becoming a member, we gave a small little class ahead of time, which went over the details of the center, and one of them was agreeing and being in alignment with our vision, mission, and purpose. And so I would like to just call these people forward, and if you could just come forward, you could even come up here so we can see you really nicely and clap for you. Jim Montoya, can you come up? These are all new members. Rose, come on up with him. Montoya. Sally Kane, if you would come up. Darlene Rozak, Callista Lick, and Linda Smith, and Joni Pfister. So yeah, just gather around here, and I would like to read.
Drake.
Oh, Drake. Drake, where's your paper, Drake? You gave it. Oh, I just didn't turn far enough. Come on up, Drake. Yeah. And while they're standing here, I would like to read the membership agreement that they signed, okay? It says, I, state your name, having attended and participated in the membership discovery class, do hereby choose to become a member of the Center for Spiritual Life Community. As witnessed by my signature below, I accept all the privileges included with membership, and I agree to uphold and abide by the standards set forth in this agreement to the best of my ability. Number 1, I understand, identify, and agree with the stated mission and purpose of the center. Number 2, I choose to give the gift of myself and to be a part of this affirmative consciousness of our church community, sharing in the teaching as a philosophy, a faith, and a way of life. Number 3, I choose to support the growth of the church through affirmative prayer and treatment, and to participate in the life of the church, attending activities, classes, seminars, and the Wednesday and Sunday celebration as I am able. Number 4, I understand the step of membership brings with it the opportunity for a new level of personal awakening and growth. I choose to make my own spiritual growth a personal priority. And number 5, understanding the need of solid financial base to carry out the programs and services of the center, I choose to support the center financially through my tithes, offerings, and other gifts. So I just would like to recognize these people as new members now, and when I get my printer all hooked up and ready, I will have name tags for you and little cards for you, which I tried to do, but I got a little frustrated with my printer. So I would just like to recognize them with a round of applause right now.
There's an old ancient saying in the wind, one must only take the first step to begin. You're on your way, then you've done the hardest part. Now make your journey with a generous heart. Step by step, side by side, hand in hand, this old world's a better ride. Step by step, side by side, take a little step with your neighbor side by side. We've stumbled and we've broken our stride, wearing old worn-out boots of foolish pride. We're gonna put on our brand new running shoes and run a race in which no one can really lose. Step by step, side by side, hand in hand, this old world's a better ride. Step by step, side by side, take a little step with your neighbor side by side. And if you see me falling down and you stop to lend a hand, what goes around comes around and around and around. If you run to another for help, that don't mean you can't do it for yourself. It just means that your neighbor will know that if he needs help, he'll know where to go. Step by step, side by side, hand in hand, this old world's a better ride. Step by step, side by side, take a little step with your neighbor side by side. If we understand that the heart's the one true power, and that nothing that we see is really ours, from a satellite we all look like one. I think our world's time may finally have come. Step by step, side by side, hand in hand, this old world's a better ride. Step by step, side by side, take a little step with your neighbor side by side. Take a little step with your neighbor, take a little step with your neighbor, take a little step with your neighbor side by side.
Thank you, Dave. That song's from Chuck Kyle. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so I have a little bit extra music today. Thank you, Dave, for doing that for us. I would like to share a little bit more out of Jim Lockhart's book. Make sure I'm on the right page here. So I skipped to chapter 10, and this says community in action. He says, community in action touches on the essential nature of spiritual community. It refers to the healthy and loving pursuit of the consciousness of compassion and mutual expression of love necessary to manifest the beloved community and to live that heartfully in the world. There are as many forms of spiritual community as there are faith traditions, and within each faith tradition, subforms emerge so that no two individual spiritual communities are exactly alike. Some are primarily focused inward, effectively shutting out the outer world to one extent or another. Others are primarily outwardly focused, which usually means the focus is on trying to convert others to the faith tradition of that community. Some are primarily about translation. Others extend towards transformation. He says, but there is, if you will, a larger way of being in spiritual community, especially if the desire is to create an authentic version of the beloved community. We can think of this as a both and position, a strong inward focus on the spiritual principles of the faith tradition, which then enables members of the community to engage the larger world from the position of having embodied those principles. The idea is to strive to normalize the expression of love and compassion. Imagine the power of such a consciousness, a committed group of any size functioning at the level of the beloved community, in prayer, meditation, and service with love and compassion. What kind of effect, seen and unseen, might such a force for good have on the spiritual community itself and on the larger community that it serves? So I have a quote here by John Wesley. I like this. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can. Yeah. So I feel like our volunteers at this center really have an understanding of the beloved community as they selflessly serve out of a compassionate heart. And today we want to recognize and appreciate our volunteers, knowing that we are the benefactors of each other here. In giving of ourselves to the sacred service of this spiritual center, we are giving to the world, right? In giving our service from a generous heart, we are energetically raising the vibration of everything and bringing the universal beloved community into our reality. So, if you're a practitioner that has served our center through prayer, counseling, and positive vibes, could you please stand? Let us recognize and appreciate you. Thank you. You may sit. If you are a musician that has served our center, can you please stand? Let us recognize and appreciate you. These people are standing up here as well. Thank you. If you have served this center on the core council this year, could you please stand? Let us recognize and appreciate you. Thank you. We have David as well, and Roy back here. If you have made lunches for the core council members, could you please stand? We have had that. Let us recognize them in spirit. Those that have been greeters for our center or other services, could you please stand, greeters, ushers? Let us appreciate and recognize you. If you have volunteered to facilitate a workshop here, could you please stand? Let us recognize and appreciate you. If you have volunteered to teach any classes here, could you please stand? Recognize people. Thank you. Let us appreciate and recognize you. Thank you. Please stand if you have helped to set up or take down our Sunday services or other events that we have had. If you have washed dishes, if you have done our laundry, any of those services, could you please stand? Yes. Let us appreciate and recognize you. Thank you so much. Please stand if you've volunteered to help make food for our services, our events like street dance, homemade ice cream, date night, any of those, please stand. Nice. Thank you so much. Please stand if you volunteer your time to connect people to CSL on social media or Facebook page, YouTube, or Friends of CSL Facebook page. Okay. Thank you so much. Please stand if you have helped behind the scenes with our building, either cleaning inside or out, repairing, updating, or any kind of maintenance work like installing a water heater or cutting a cement hole for a new sump pump or installing new lighting or providing new equipment for our building like lawnmowers or other things that we use. Please stand now. Thank you so much. Thank you. So please stand if you have helped with the soundboard or music or the recording for CSL. Please stand. I know there's people who have stood in for Jeff as well as Jeff. So yes, there you go. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service. Please stand if you have prayed for this center and held it in the high regard and spoken highly of this community to others, or used this philosophy to make the world a better and more compassionate place. Yeah, baby. There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please stand if you have brought friends or family to our events or services, or picked up people who need rides to the center or even need rides to other places. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Please stand if you've donated or bought something from the yard sale. Okay, y'all get the idea, right? So, it's your lucky day. You're going to get a payday today. Look at this. The only time you're getting paid for your volunteer service, right? So, I would like to have you come up after the service over, and I have just a small gift up here for all the volunteers, which looks like pretty much everybody. So we can do that after. Let's go ahead and sing a song, eh?
I thought of one more. Please stay if you want to stay and dig dandelions by hand.
I like dandelions, even on the ground.
All right. Y'all know this song. Let's do this.
We're an awesome, supportive, spiritual group with a core of positive energy.
most people here have contributed in some way, their time, talents, or treasures to this center. In volunteering yourself to this center, you are showing your willingness to help this beloved community to grow in a healthy way. As we deepen our understanding of spiritual principles and practice them in a safe place and in a safe way together, we naturally create a heart of compassion, open to the world and ready to serve a world very much in need. We are so grateful to all of our generous volunteers for helping create, maintain, and sustain this beloved community of Center for Spiritual Life. We are deeply grateful, so thank you so much. Don't forget to get your payday.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, yeah. And so I have a quote here by Simon Sinek. He says, working hard for something you don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something you care about is called passion.
Yes. Oh, wow.
I like that.
There's revival and it's spreading like a wildfire in my heart. Sunday morning, hallelujah, and it's lasting all week long. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? It's the rhythm of a gospel song. Once you choose it, you can't lose it. No, there ain't nothing, never ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. I've got an old church choir singing in my soul. I've got a sweet salvation and it's beautiful. I've got a heart overflowing 'cause I've been restored. There ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. Oh, there ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. When the valleys that I wander turn to mountains that I can't find, you are with me, never leave me. 'Cause there ain't nothing, no, there ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. I've got an old church choir singing in my soul. I've got a sweet salvation and it's beautiful. Heart overflowing 'cause I've been restored. There ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. No, there ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. Oh, 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 clap your hands and stomp your feet till you find that gospel beat, 'cause it's all you'll ever need, all you'll ever need. Clap your hands and stomp your feet till you find that gospel beat, 'cause it's all you'll ever need, all you'll ever need. I've got a old church choir singing in my soul. A sweet salvation and it's beautiful. I've got an old church choir singing in my soul. A sweet salvation and it's beautiful. I've got a heart overflowing 'cause I've been restored. There ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. Oh, there ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. Got an old church choir singing in my soul. Sweet salvation and it's beautiful. I've got a heart overflowing 'cause I've been restored. There ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. Oh, there ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. I got an old church choir singing in my soul. I've got a sweet salvation and it's beautiful. I've got a heart overflowing 'cause I've been restored. There ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. Oh, there ain't nothing gonna steal my joy. Oh, there
All right. I want to end with one more thing from Jim Lockhart. I see the beloved community as people on a spiritual pathway who seek a closer relationship with God, however named and defined, and as people who will take their spiritual awareness into the world to be examples of love and compassion in action. The beloved community is about being truly dedicated to walking your talk, to being in full alignment with spiritual principles.
God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every starshine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Cause you are the very breath I breathe, and your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
As the ushers come forward, this is our time to graciously and voluntarily participate in the law of circulation. And since you already are, because you're part of the divine, this is our chance to be conscious of that. So if you'll take your gift in your hand and know with me that from the abundance of the universe that flows through me unendingly, I gratefully and graciously share my abundance as it goes forth, completing the circle. And so it is. And our affirmation is,
I am abundant and I live in an abundant universe.
I release and I let go. Let the spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am the radiant the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith
gratitude for the circulation of the abundance of the universe. I know these gifts go forth, blessing our church, our community, and our world, and so it is.
So you can see the remnants of the tie-dye class over here, right? So there was also a canvas and cocktails. That was just last night, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you, Mariah, for that. Awesome. She made some kids' t-shirts for us. Let's see. So I would just like to welcome anyone who is new here for the first time. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Life. We invite you to stay for potluck and get to know everybody. Tamara will be running around here and she can answer questions that you might have. She also could, she has a Square device that she can use for your debit or credit card if you'd like to pay for anything that we do here at the center. I don't know, get those mileage points. She can do that as well. So thank you, Tamara, for that. Also, I want to, yeah, you can clap for Tamara. Tamara's fan club. Also, I want to remind you that the prayer chest is on the table behind the sign, and I encourage you to fill out a prayer request form if you have any challenges in your life or maybe a new adventure that you would like some of that luscious mojo that Lou conjures up there in her spiritual time. She takes those home and she will pray on your behalf. Thank you so much, Lou, for that. All of those are kept confidential, so thank you, Lou, for that service to us. And we do have potluck afterwards, and our workshop, our Sunday afternoon workshop, which has been going on all year. We've had those going. That will be with Karen Floyd about surrender at 1 p.m. Okay, will that be inside, Karen?
I'm not sure.
Okay, it'll be wherever we are. How about that? Okay, so on your handout, we will be claiming our good together here. So get that out so you can all claim it nice and loud and strong and confident. So we're still talking about surrender here. We're just going to read them all straight down. Here we go. I release my control of things I cannot change. Instead of trying to force things to go a certain way, I trust the universe is working on my behalf. I see everything in life has its own time and place, and I allow all to be as it is. I let go, I let God, and so it is.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be.
a beautiful individual inside and out. Ready?
I am a beautiful individual inside and out.